Vin,
I'm sorry.
if you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. Here we are.
A child shall lead. What is this?
No.
Can you hear this? What is this?
No. What's happening? What am I missing?
Oh, it's the commercial for the video or the song we're trying to download.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this is
Here we are.
I'm sorry. And here we are. We review music. That's why you're here, I suppose. That's why all you listeners are here. And we have a DJ tonight that goes by the name Seven Dusted. He is going to take us on an amazing journey, I am quite sure. And we've got a lot of bangers on the list tonight. We've got some Metallica, Def Leppard, Slayer, Testament, Queensryche, all kinds of stuff. So it's gonna be a hot night. So the first Metallica
hot night, she
song
says. Yes, but there's a theme. There's a theme to this specific DJ stream. This is not no regular DJ stream. This is a themed DJ stream, ladies and gentlemen.
We have comments and everything. Here's his opening comment. Are we doing this or how are we doing it?
Yes. Well, the first thing I need to do, there's a picture I need to show. Okay.
I'm gonna let Vinny run this one.
And do the thingamajiggy.
Because I feel like you
I'm sorry.
know more than I do.
What did you say?
I said I'm going to let you run it because it seems to me you know more than I do on this one.
Now go ahead. Go ahead and read,
The
and then
opening
read the thingamajig. I will show them the picture, and then we will jump into the song properly.
So Seven Dusted said, "I'm going to be a little narcissistic tonight and tell a story about myself." Through the song selections, it's about one very important aspect of my life and how I got to this particular moment. Hopefully everyone will hear some cool music and have a little fun in the process. A little narcissistic. I like it.
It's not narcissistic.
Song
what is
one.
The life unstudied is a wasted life or something like that. So we're studying Seven Dusted's life. So it's not narcissistic. It's time well spent. Let's go.
Okay, good. Song 1 is Metallica-Don't Tread On Me. And his comment is, summer of 1991, and we got back from Desert Storm. New Metallica album has all of us excited. Enter Sandman is all over the radio and MTV, and us old school Metallica fans are trying to decide if we like it or not. The mainstream fans obviously do. I'm listening to the Black Album for the first time, and on track 6, I hear a song that instantly reminds me of my upbringing as a military brat and why I chose to enlist. Don't Tread On Me.
Don't Tread On Me, ladies and gentlemen, from a band. You might have heard of them. You might have heard of the band. I think the band is Metallica, I think. Maybe. I don't know if you've heard of them before. Maybe. But the name of this song is Don't Tread On Me. And for goodness sakes, ladies and gentlemen, I understand people, whatever, but this song came out freaking decades ago with Metallica and the Black Album. So Please, if you're gonna send me an email, don't you know what the blah blah blah? Just miss me with it. Don't send me any emails about anything. It's Metallica, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to enjoy ourselves, and I'm also just stalling for time because this thing is screwing around and not downloading the way I want it to. Okay, now it's back, so I don't need to stall for time anymore.
So
Here
we can begin.
Don't Tread On Me, Metallica. Let's go. I like it already. You got the lyrics? It's a lyric video too. That's a Pantera type.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Hetfield. Okay, Hetfield.
Liberty or doubt, what we so proudly hail. Once you provoke her, rattling of a tail. Never begins it, never once engaged, never surrenders, showing the fangs of rage.
That bass is hard. Haha. Watching you, motherfucker.
So be it. Dread no more. To secure pieces. To prepare for war. So be it. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore. Don't tread on me.
Woo-hoo. Okay, Kurt. Okay, Kurt. Okay, Kurt. Hear that? That's some man shit, nigga. That's some man shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck tonight, boy.
So be it. Dread no more. To secure pieces. To prepare for war. Liberty or doubt. What we so proudly hail. Once you provoke her. Rattling of our tail. So be it. Dread no more. To secure pieces. To prepare for war. So be it. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore.
Ooh. It's some man shit, bro.
Whenever I
This
turn
is
the
on the
volume
Black
up,
Album?
I always think to myself, it would be so fun if they could see our dials and see when we tweak them.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's some songs when I hate them and I turn them way down, and this one I was like, crank it up.
This song, this is on the. Hey, is that the discography on that?
The
one?
discography is right here.
No. I'm talking about. You're on Genius, right?
I thought you wanted his writing.
I must have listened to wherever I may roam. I listened to a bunch on the Black
Here, babe,
Album.
I don't know what you're trying to.
I'm trying. Was this really on the Black Album? Holy shit! Yeah, it was
But
song
I think
6.
he would know.
I've never heard this. Well, I
funny.
must have heard the song because I've listened to the entire Black album all the way through.
Okay.
So I must have heard it. I just probably
stick
didn't.
out to you, I guess.
It just probably didn't stick out to me. Applejack in the house.
Applejack, what's up?
You came back from jogging. All right, good to see you, Applejack. Stay in the house, bro. We listen to some Metallica, bro.
Yep.
Just chill out.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Drink tea.
Okay, so thoughts. Start with your thoughts. Go
Well, I
ahead.
guess this is one of those songs that motivates you to want to join. And I didn't
Really?
I always heard saw the yellow flag with the snake that said "Don't tread on me." Didn't really understand what it meant. I think I get it now. It's like you're gonna be okay, but if you step on me, like you're gonna pay for that. So don't come over here with your planes crashing into our twin towers, stuff like that, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
You're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for that shit, bro. You're gonna pay for that shit hard. Yeah.
So that's the idea, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. Like the whole like we were just at the Korn concert. We'll do the show review at some point. And there's a way to do politics in metal that is uniting, and there's a way to do it that's divisive, I think. And what we've seen bad examples of that, but I think Rage Against the Machine is saying some really politically controversial stuff that I'm sure not everyone agrees with, but everyone can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are Marxists, for God's sake. But there's a way that they present it to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bad guys are truly the bad guys. And even if you don't completely agree, you can go, well, yeah, these are bad motherfuckers that we're talking about. And the shit that happened that we're talking about is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, being a person who wasn't born in this country and in Jamaica, Jamaicans are hella patriotic. I mean, we're arrogantly patriotic. Like we think, you run into a Jamaican, especially people from like where we came from. Immediately, people said it about my mom. I used to hear my mom and my stepdad argue all the time. You guys think you're better than everybody and all the rest of that. And then my mom would be like, well, that's because we are. And like, she was like dead ass, like
Serious.
Jamaica is like, she's like, we're like, she told my stepdad one time, like, listen, Jamaica is like half the size of North Carolina, and we're way more influential. Like, who have you produced? He's like, what are you talking? Yeah, Bob Marley and weed. That's what you guys have contributed to the world.
What'd she say?
Yes. Oh, they were just going back. My point is, like, Jamaicans are extremely like it's none of this. Like, we're the best. That's it. So coming to America, and you're seeing people like hate their own country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, well, we're here now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it's a big. There's a difference between saying, okay, my country has done things that I don't agree with. My country has done horrible things, but if it's something where our country has done something wrong, you'll notice I'll say we. We killed these people. We killed these innocent people. Yada yada yada.
Right.
Because the people over there that have to do those situations are extensions of us, and they're doing what the people that we elected told them to do. So those are my folks. We're doing that shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna separate myself from those people. So from that regard, I'm like, in that situation, when you're criticizing the country, you're criticizing your own family. What I don't like is people who are Americans who benefit from what those people are doing,
And still criticize
who then
it?
self-righteously point the finger at them as if you're not benefiting from it, as if our tax dollars aren't going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we want the burger, but we don't want to see what's happening in the slaughterhouse type of situation. So
Yep.
that's the kind of politics where I'm like, I have a problem. So songs like this, like, I get it. You could immediately go, oh yeah, like, America isn't that great, or it's a celebration of American power and all the rest of it. To me, songs like this are a celebration of like the ideal, the best ideal of what we could be. So for example, when he says, he basically says you have to provoke us in order for us to go to war. Well, we know that that's not true. We know that that's not been our history. But what we do know is
Once you
that
provoke her rattling of
that's
her tail.
the ideal. That's the
Right.
ideal of what we
Right.
could be. We could be that kind of nation that doesn't abuse our power and doesn't abuse, people, all over the planet. And so, and there is a right
Yeah.
of self-defense that most people believe in. And so I think everybody can get behind that, right? Like, we've amassed a pretty heavy arsenal of things that can do some serious damage. So don't fuck with us. I think
Right.
everybody can say, well, yeah, okay, that's cool. And even if you don't support saying it, you certainly enjoy the benefits of that kind of threat. I don't care what anybody says.
Agreed. Agreed.
So you might not say it that way, but you definitely you're definitely grateful that there's people willing to say that shit and do that violence on your behalf.
I think that's a good point to say that this is the ideal of what we would like to be. Because you're right, this is not where we're at. We just go around doing all kinds of stuff, but it would be nice if we got to this point.
Yeah, and that's why I think songs like this are still important. You see what I'm saying? It's very important that we, I mean, Seven knows better than all of us, what the deficiencies are, right? But at the end of the day, there is something to be said. That's a big theme in our house is loyalty and and I don't know if I got that from the streets or whatever it is, but I think a lot of it just has to do with how our family interacted over the years, because it was.
I was going to say, I think your brother was an
It was
influencer
basically,
in that.
yeah, it was my brother. It was us against the world type of situation. And it really was a lot of the time. And so, that kind of transfers to your country. And, it's just like if in a family situation, family sometimes makes decisions you don't necessarily agree with. But I'm not going to sell out my family either. And it's like I say all the time, like, somebody in this house does something crazy out in public, then, I'm going to defend you in public. What we say behind closed doors when the camera's off is a different story, but you're not going to say anything crazy or reckless about my family to me. I don't give a fuck if they're right or wrong. I don't care. So, yeah, but, it's like, man, it's a crazy thing, man, that the thing that we're caught up in as Americans. It's a really heavy responsibility, and like, I ain't gonna lie, this song's kind of like, makes you want to tool up a little bit. Like, what's good, motherfucker?
I knew it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie and act like, hey.
I'm good. I'm gonna lose track of you soon. Stay here.
Nah, you ain't gonna lose track of me. You ain't gonna lose track of nothing. Do me a favor, put the thing on, because this guy's saying it's buffering, so you gotta make sure. Yeah. So what were you thinking when you heard the song and the lyrics and all that jazz?
I mean, like I said, I've seen that flag a million times, and I didn't understand, like, I mean, now it seems pretty obvious. I'm not sure why I didn't get that from looking at the flag. I think probably because the snake looked like it was ready to, and it wanted to fight, but then it was saying "Don't tread on me," and it was kind of cool. Like the flag just kind of confused me. But then this song made it very, very clear.
Well, I think, I mean, isn't it true that those things will basically leave you alone if you leave them alone? That's what I used to hear all the time in Florida.
I mean, that's
I used to
what
hear
I've
all the
heard
time
as
in
well.
Florida, like, yeah, the rattlesnake, it ain't out there trying to hurt you, bro. As long as it's, you know what I'm saying?
How true it is,
But
I don't know.
if you present yourself as a threat, then the rattlesnake is gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I've heard the same thing.
So, what did you think? What did you think of the song? What did you rate it?
Well, it was funny because it had a Pantera sort of feel to me when
Yeah,
it started.
especially the verse.
Yeah. And then the vocal style, even everything, like, it didn't seem like, was it not like typical Metallica? Well, it's the Black Album.
It was a Black Album,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it was different, but like, like the "Hey baby," like, the James Hetfield voice that everybody does now. I didn't really get that from Master of Puppets, or it seems like it was Black Album and Beyond is that version of Hetfield. So maybe it was the beginning of Hetfield vocally being.
Could be.
You know what I'm saying?
Could be, yeah. So it was a little bit like it surprised me the sound of it, but I liked it. But at the same time, it seemed like it's so interesting because it was like an interesting song, but at the same time, it was a little slow and boring. So it was like, I don't know, like, but then it was interesting. So actually, I've never really, to my knowledge, had an experience like that where I felt two things for the same song like that. But
you know what's funny?
I did enjoy it.
You know what's funny? I did not like riffs like that. Like, for example, that Walk song, as a matter of fact, that riff was probably inspired somewhat by Walk, but I actually didn't like riffs like that.
Why?
Until we started listening to Pantera over and over again.
Really?
And then, like, I started loving riffs like that. So maybe that's probably the reason. I probably skipped over that song because of that riff, because I just didn't like it. I didn't like riffs like that until we started the channel, and then I began to appreciate those kind of groovy, metal riffs. Because Korn is groove, but it's like funk groove. It's like more the hip hop sort of funk music that that you grew up in. So it's more, you know what I'm saying? Whereas this kind of groove it's like Southern metal type stuff that obviously was probably inspired by, because that song. So what do you get this song?
You sound kind of like ADD-ish, babe. You go first.
Okay, well, this song is really hard. It's a 9.5 for me.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the other thing, is that you don't go near rattlesnakes. They'll rattle their tails as a warning that you're coming too close. Mm-hmm. So that's the idea. Like, hey, like, we're not out there trying to, like,
right.
But
that's
like, we'll just send
the ideals thing. I think is the perfect explanation.
Yeah, we'll just send a warning to you, and and like, people know not to fuck with America. Like, I don't want to sound crazy or whatever, but I mean, like, really, like, you're not gonna square up and attack this country, bro.
I mean, let's be realistic.
Like, you're not gonna do that shit, bro. No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm like, right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that would be a mistake to do something like that. So, shout out to the world.
Of course, China didn't think that.
Shout out to the world. Yeah, China thinks that. They're not doing shit. Where they at then? Yeah, exactly. I'm not even gonna. Don't even start on that shit. My bad. Don't even start on that.
All right, it's an 8.95 for your girl.
Japan learned the hard way. Exactly. Don't fuck with my country, bro. Simple. All right. Shout out to Japan. I will say.
And shout out to Seven Dustin.
Shout out to Seven Dustin. Shout out to Japan. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Gang, gang. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone, bitches.